Binary logic is one of the simple yet misunderstood topics in logical reasoning. Students often feel it to be tricky, but the reality is different. Every statement here leads to only two possibilities, and in this video, we'll get to see how to identify those possibilities and put the information in a structured way. So without any further delay, let's get started with the first question. Now, before you start solving this question, or whenever a question is displayed on the screen, I want you guys to pause the video, try solving that question. Once you're done solving, you can resume the video. And I want you guys to repeat the same for the remaining questions as well. Now, on Maplewood Island, every person is either a truth teller or a liar. So there are only two types of people. Truth tellers always speak the truth, liars always lie. Here's what they say. So we are given with statements made by three people, Ravi, Neha and Kunal. Now Ravi's statement, I'm a truth teller. Neha's statement, Ravi is a liar. And Kunal's statement, Neha is not a liar. And it is known that exactly one person among them is a liar and the other two are truth tellers. So among these three, you have one liar and two truth tellers, and we are asked to find who among them is the liar. So let us start with assuming Ravi to be one of the truth tellers, because among these three you should be having one liar and two truth tellers. So we are given with statements made by Ravi, Neha and Kunal. So let us start with assuming Ravi to be the truth teller. So circle around a person indicates that he is a truth teller. If that's the case, what is the statement made by Ravi? I am a truth teller. So this is true. So based on this statement, let us analyze the statements made by others. Now what is Neha's statement? Ravi is a liar. But what did we get? We got Ravi to be a truth teller. So this is contradicting this. So Neha's statement should be a lie. Then Neha is a liar. Now coming to Kunal's statement, Neha is not a liar. Now is Neha not a liar? No, Neha is the liar. So this statement is contradicting that. So this statement should be a lie as well. So if I assume Ravi to be the truth teller, we have only one truth teller and two liars. But according to the given information, you should be having one liar and two truth tellers. What does that mean? So that means Ravi cannot be the truth teller. So Ravi has to be the liar. Now if Ravi is the liar, now let us check whether the statements made by the others are in line with the given information or not. Now if Ravi is the liar, what is the statement made by Ravi? I am a truth teller. That's a lie. Done. Now Neha's statement, Ravi is a liar, which is true. So Neha is a truth teller. Now coming to Kunal. Kunal's statement, Neha is not a liar. Now what is Neha is a truth teller. So Neha is not a liar. This is also true. So now we have two truth tellers and one liar as given in the information. So what was asked? Who among them is the liar? So Ravi is the liar. Hence option A should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the second question, among the three persons A, B and C, one is a liar, one is an architect and the other is a professor. So we have A, B, C belonging to three different professions. Each of them belongs to a different category among truth tellers, liars and alternators. So one among these three is a truth teller, one is a liar and the other is the alternator. And who is an alternator? Who alternate between truth and lie. So if the first statement is true, the second statement has to be lie. And if the first statement is lie, the second statement has to be true. Now, when they were asked about their profession and category, they made the following statements. We are given with two statements made by A, B, and C, and we are asked three questions, right? So, A, B, and C, and what are the professions? Lawyer, architect, and professor. And we know that one of them is a truth teller, the second one is a liar, and the third one is the alternator, right? So let us start with assuming A to be the truth teller. Done. Now what are the statements made by A? I am the lawyer. So A is the lawyer. Done. Now B is an architect. Now this is B is an architect. So what should be the profession of C? Professor. Done. So if I assume, right, so that A is the truth teller, we have a definite conclusion about their professions. Now let us analyze the statements made by the other two people with respect to this conclusion. Now what are the statements made by B? I am not an architect, right? But we have B being an architect, so this should be a lie. C is the liar. Now what is C is the professor, so this should also be a lie. Done. So B is a liar here. Now coming to C. C's first statement, I am a professor, now which is true, and A is a liar. Now do we have A being the liar? No, A is a truth teller, so this statement is a lie. Now, if you observe, we have A, B, C belonging to three different categories and three different professions. So this is in line with the information that is given to us, right? Now, since we have considered A to be the truth teller, now let us consider B to be the truth teller. Done. Now, what are the statements made by B? I am not an architect. So B is not an architect. C is a lawyer. Done. Now, if C is a lawyer, if B can't be the architect, so B should be the professor and A has to be the architect. Done. Now let us check the statements made by others with respect to this. Now what is the first statement made by A? I am the lawyer. Now do we have A being the lawyer? No. So this is a lie. B is an architect. No, B is the professor. So this is also a lie. Done. Now coming to C statements. I am a professor. No, this is a lie. A is a liar. Now in this case, A is a liar. So this statement should be true. Now again, you have a liar, truth teller and an alternator, and these three belonging to three different professions. So this is also possible. Now let us consider C to be the truth teller. What are the statements made by A? C? I am a professor. Done. A is a liar. So both the statements made by A should be lies. Right. Now what is the first statement made by A? I am the lawyer. So that has to be a lie. So A cannot be the lawyer. A should be architect and B should be the lawyer. And what is the second statement made by A? B is an architect. Again, that is a lie. Right. B is a lawyer here. Done. Now B's first statement. I am not an architect. B is a lawyer. B is not an architect, which is true. B's second statement. C is a lawyer. No, C is a professor. This is false. Again, if you observe, you have a liar, alternator, and a truth teller. These three belonging to three different professions. So all these three are valid. So in one case, you can have A being the truth teller, B liar, and C alternator, or A liar, B truth teller, C alternator, or A liar, B alternator, and C being the truth teller. Done. Now let's look at the questions. Who cannot be the professor? Now professor can be either C, B or C. So A cannot be the professor. Option A should be the answer. If A is the architect, so where do we have A being the architect? In these two. So here, then who is the truth teller? In this case, you have B being the truth teller, and whereas in this case, you have C being the truth teller. We do not have a definite answer. So answer should be cannot be determined. Now fourth question. If A is the lawyer, where do we have A being the lawyer? Here. In that case, who is the architect? B. So option B should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the next set, each of E and B who are of different ages prefers a different drink between tea and coffee. Each of them made two statements regarding their age and the drink they prefer as given below. The statements are A. I do not prefer coffee. I am the younger one between us. And B's first statement, I do not prefer coffee. And second statement, I am the younger one between us. So both of them made the same statements. Okay. Now it is known that each of them is either a truth teller who always speaks the truth, liar who always lies, or an alternator who alternates between truth and lie. And we are asked three questions based on the given information. So here we have A and B. Now let us start with A being the truth teller. Done. So if the first statement made by A is true, I do not prefer coffee. So A prefers tea. If A prefers tea, B should prefer coffee. So if this is true, this should be a lie because it states I do not prefer coffee. B prefers coffee. So this should be a lie. And if the second statement is true, if A is the younger one between us, B cannot be the younger one between them. Right. So if this is true, this should also be a lie. Done. So here I want you guys to observe that if this is true, this should be a lie. And if this is lie, this should be true. And same, if this is true, this should be a lie. And if this is lie, this should be true. Done. Now coming to the next possibility. If I consider A to be a liar, so if these two are lies, this should be true and this should be true. Done. Now if A is an alternator and when A's first statement is true, if this is true, this should be a lie. And if this is lie, this should be true. And when first statement is lie, if this is lie, this should be true. And if this is true, this should be a lie. So these are the only four possibilities, right? So A being a truth teller, B liar, A liar, and B truth teller. Both A and B are alternators in these two cases, right? Now let's look at the questions. Now which of the following is possible? Both A and B are truth tellers. Now can we have both A and B being truth tellers? No. So this is not possible. Both A and B are liars. Now can we have both A and B being liars? No. Now this is also not possible. Both A and B are alternators. Yes. Because In these two cases, we have both A and B being alternators. So option C should be the answer to the fifth question. Now, what is the difference between the number of true statements and the number of false statements made by them? Now, if I consider this case, you have two truths and two lies. So difference is 0. Same here, two truths, two lies. Difference is 0. Now again, two truths, two lies. Difference is 0. And two truths, two lies. Difference is 0. So the answer for this question should be option D. Now coming to seventh question. If A prefers tea. So if A prefers tea, I do not prefer coffee. Now this should be a lie, right? So the first statement made by A has to be lie. So it could be this or this, any of these two possibilities. Okay. Which of the following is possible? Okay. So A is a truth teller. Now can we have A being a truth teller in any of these two cases? No. So this is not possible. Both A and B are truth tellers. Now we do not have, in any case, we do not have both A and B being truth tellers. Now this can be directly eliminated. A is an alternator and B is a truth teller. Now, can we have A being an alternator, B being a truth teller? No. So if A is the alternator, B should also be an alternator. So this is also not possible. Both A and B are alternators. Yes. Right. So in this case, you have both A and B being alternators. So the answer for this question should be option D, and that completes the set. Now coming to the next set. In a town, there live three types of people: truth tellers, liars, and alternators. X, Y, and Z live in this town and are suspects in a data breach case. Exactly one of them is responsible. And when asked the question, who among you is responsible, they made the following statements. So we have X, Y, and Z making three statements each, and we are asked three questions based on the given information. And here in this question, you have to be a bit careful because it is nowhere mentioned that these three belong to three different types of people. No, you can have two truth tellers, one liar, two liars, one alternator. Now anything is possible because it is not mentioned that X, Y, and Z belong to three different types of people. No. Right. Now how to proceed with these types of questions? Now let us see. So let's start with considering X to be responsible for the data breach. So if X is responsible for the data breach, now what are the statements made by X? I am not responsible. So that is a lie. So first statement made by X is a lie. Second statement, Z is responsible. That is again a lie because we have considered X to be the person who is responsible for that data breach. And what can you say about the third statement made by X? That should also be a lie. Right. Now, can we have X being truth teller? No, because truth teller avvalante all these three statements should be true. That's not possible. Now, can X be the alternator? No. If X, for X to be an alternator, now these two should be different. Right. So X should be a liar only, where the third statement made by X is also a lie. So you cannot have Y being an alternator. Done. Now what is Y's first statement? X is not an alternator, which is true. X is a liar here. Now I am responsible. Now this is a lie. And Y's third statement, I am a truth teller. Again, this is again a lie. Now, can we have a person whose first statement is true and the other two statement being lies? No, because this person is neither truth teller, nor alternator, nor a liar. So Y does not belong to any of these three types of people. So this is not possible. So that means X is not responsible for the data breach. Now, let us consider Y to be the person who is responsible for data breach. So X says I am not responsible, which is true. Z is responsible, which is a lie, and Y is an alternator. Now truth, lie, and for X to be belong to one of the three types of people, now this should be true as well. So Y should be an alternator. Now let us check the statements made by Y. X is not an alternator. Now X is an alternator here, so which is a lie. I am responsible. Yes, we have assumed Y to be the person who is responsible for that data breach. So this is true. I am a truth teller. No, Y cannot be a truth teller. Now this is a lie. So X is an alternator, and considering the third statement made by X, for that to be true, Y should be an alternator, and Y is also an alternator. Now coming to the statements made by Z. I am not an alternator. We do not know. Together we have made exactly 6 true statements. Okay. X's second statement is false. Now do we have X's second statement being false? Yes. So the third statement is true. Now if the third statement is true, the first statement should also be true, because if this is true, Z can be truth teller or an alternator. Z cannot be liar. Now for Z to be truth teller or an alternator, the first statement should be true. Now, and that says I am not an alternator. So Z cannot be an alternator. So what should Z be? Z is a truth teller. Now the second statement made by Z should also be true. Now what does that state? Together we have made exactly 6 true statements. So 2 statements by X, 1 statement by Y, 3 and 3 statements by Z. Now this is also true. So X and Y being alternators and Z being truth teller and being the one who is responsible for the data breach is in line with the information that is given to us. So this is possible. Right, now let us consider Z to be the person who is responsible for the data breach. So what does that say? I am not an alternator. Together we have made exactly 6 true statements. X second statement is false. So we do not have any direct conclusion with respect to any of these 3 statements. So let's start with X. I am not responsible, which is true. Z is responsible. Yes, that is true. Y is an alternator. So that should also be true. So if these 2 statements are true, X cannot be liar, X cannot be alternator. X should be truth teller. Done. So Y should be alternator. Now Y says X is not an alternator. True. I am responsible, which is false. I am truth teller. Again, this is false because Y cannot be truth teller. And here you have Y's first statement being true and the other 2 false, right? Or lies. Now, can we have Y belonging to any of the 3 types of people? No. So this is again not possible. So Z cannot be the person who was responsible for the data breach. So this is our one and only one definite possibility. So let's look at the questions. Who is the liar? Alternator, truth teller. So none of them is a liar. So option D should be the answer. Who is responsible for the data breach? So Y is responsible for the data breach, right? So let me check. Yes, Y is responsible for the data breach. Now, how many false statements have all 3 together made? 1, 2, 3. So the answer for this question should be option A. So D, P and A are the answers to these 3 questions. Now, if you have faced any difficulties, try attempting the questions now and let us know in the comments below how many questions have you got correct. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe for daily practice.